Lobo. Rebecca Lobo this past Sunday, Indiana Fever versus Dallas Wings on ESPN. When it comes to announcers speaking out, this might have been the most outspoken announcers have been when it comes to the egregious officiating, but more importantly, the non-calls when Caitlin Clark is getting grabbed, getting held, getting yanked, getting hugged, getting hacked. Rebecca Lobo said, okay, Sunday, July 13th, I'm going to make sure it's my mission that when I start calling this game, I start calling a spade and holding these referees to the fire.
Did Ruocco and Rebecca Lobo just accidentally expose the WNBA refs on live TV? What started as harmless commentary quickly turned into a full-on truth bomb, calling out how Caitlin Clark's getting fouled like she's in a wrestling ring while the refs act like nothing's happening. Blink and you'd miss it, but don't worry, we caught every second. Buckle up, because this broadcast just turned into a courtroom showdown, and someone's career might be on the line. Let's roll the receipts.
And finally, they're saying the quiet part out loud. It's a little bit hard to see. She's literally grabbing her arm. It's insane, and none of that was called. Finally, at the end of the one play, they called the foul because it was like indisputable. I mean, she got whacked on the arm and then gets hit to the ground. But they weren't going to call any of the other fouls leading up to it. I mean, this is what Caitlin Clark...
It's not just Caitlin Clark, but somehow it's always Caitlin Clark. Every single game. Like clockwork. As certain as death, taxes, and WNBA refs pretending not to see her getting body slammed in transition. It's gotten so bad that fans are out here Googling, is Caitlin Clark allowed to be tackled mid-dribble? Like the league quietly dropped a new rulebook update we all missed.
Yo, straight calling them out, man. Straight calling them out. And I expected it, you know, because they are straightforward and they speak highly of Caitlin. So when they see the nonsense, man, of course they're going to say something. And I believe most of the commentators should be like that, man. Just keep it real, fam. Keep it real. Call it how you see it. And, you know, whether the WNBA likes it or not, the commissioner likes it or not, Kathy likes it or not, speak your mind, man. That's what people want. They want the truth. So, man, shout out to Ruocco, man. Shout out to shout out to Ruocco. Shout out to Rebecca Lobo calling it like...
Let's be clear, other players get fouled too. Sure. But there's something almost ritualistic about how Caitlin Clark gets fouled. No, assaulted. It's like a spectacle at this point. Everyone in the arena sees it. The crowd gasps, the commentators pause, and yet the refs just stand there chewing invisible gum. Caitlin's getting dragged from baseline to baseline like she owes someone lunch money, while the officials seem to be tuned into a completely different game. Maybe underwater polo. Maybe dodgeball. Because whatever they're watching, it sure isn't basketball.
New man, Ryan Ruocco, Mr. You Bet himself, and Rebecca Lobo ended up bringing up how players have been getting away with fouling Caitlin Clark live on television. Right here, they're talking about this right here, where JJ was holding the arm, okay? Then they're talking about this moment right here too, right? She's reaching through the body, reaching both sides, both arms through the body right here. So they're talking about this one. They're talking about right here on the swat down. It looked like she hit her hand just a tad bit.
And
here.
the best part, it's not even just happening in the paint. No, that would almost make sense. That would at least be predictable. Instead, she's getting clobbered the second she touches the ball. From inbound to inbound, it's a 94-foot obstacle course where every dribble looks like a test of survival. Forget the defender. Her toughest opponent might just be officiating that seems allergic to basic physics.
It's crazy how Caitlin Clark does not get her foul calls pointed out when they are actually fouling her left and right, all the way from half court all the way down to the basketball hoop. I don't understand how the referees are standing there and they not call the fouls. Her coaches have complained. Even Caitlin Clark gets on the referees of not calling the fouls when she knows there's fouls.
What makes it even more maddening is the inconsistency. Some nights, a hand check is treated like a federal offense. Other nights, a forearm shiver to the ribs is just good hustle. One game you'll see a flagrant 2 for barely grazing someone's wrist, and the next, Caitlin gets full-on WWE clotheslined while the ref stares into the distance like, did anyone else just see that butterfly? It's not just confusing, it's improv theater. Now imagine being a fan trying to explain this circus to someone new to the league. You sit them down, hype up Caitlin Clark, tell them she's one of the most skilled players on the planet, and then watch her get bulldozed by 3 defenders before she even crosses half court. No whistle. No foul. Just pure chaos and play on. Meanwhile, the announcers are on the brink of a meltdown, their voices cracking as they try to keep it professional while clearly losing their minds. It's like watching a live-stream gaslighting session. And this is where Ruocco and Rebecca Lobo come in with the chef's kiss of commentary. Because finally, someone behind the mic stopped pretending this was normal. They saw Caitlin get folded like a lawn chair for the 3rd time in 2 possessions and basically said, "Y'all see this, right?" The disbelief in their tone was everything fans have been screaming into the void for 2 seasons. For one glorious moment, it wasn't denial, it was validation. Therapy with HD replays.
You think the old guard, you think the old 46,000 fans had enough of a voice? No, they don't got no voice. The new fans need to speak up. The announcers who aren't scared need to speak up. I'm sure a lot of those old announcers are scared. I'm sure they're scared. But the announcers like Rebecca Lobo, Orion Ruocco, they need to step up and say, oh, the officiating that's going on here isn't okay. You guys watch this. Quinterly grab Caitlin Clark's arm. Like, Caitlin, where you going? Get over here. Oh, that's interesting. Why play defense when we can just grab somebody's arm, right? Interesting. Quinterly putting her hand around Caitlin Clark's waist. Valentine's Day was a few months ago. Sorry.
Because let's be honest, this has been happening for way too long. We're not talking about a bad week or an off night. This is a multi-season saga. Think Game of Thrones, but with fewer dragons and way more missed calls. And for the people who've been watching since before Caitlin even hit the pros, it's deja vu. Same nonsense, different jersey number. The only real difference now is that it's happening in HD on national TV, with millions watching in real time, jaws on the floor. And the WNBA? Oh, they know. Don't let the poker face fool you. They've got the tapes, the angles, the data, the slow-mo replays. There are more camera angles on these plays than in a Christopher Nolan movie. This isn't some ancient riddle carved into stone, it's officiating. A fixable problem. Standardize what's a foul. Train the refs. Hold them accountable. Maybe even hook them up to a headset connected to reality, or here's a wild idea, just call the obvious stuff. Revolutionary, I know. Because here's the thing, the league keeps talking about growth, visibility, parity, marketability, all the buzzwords. But none of that means anything if fans have to sit there watching their favorite player get fouled 30 times before halftime like it's part of her warm-up routine. It's like going to a concert where the speakers are blown out, but the band keeps playing and insists, "No, really, it sounds great out there."